All right, let's do this. Welcome to the theElpyDimension. I am your guide, Elpy, here to guide you through the check-in and feeding this week of the mixed worm bin number 1. This is probably my strongest population, one of 2 strong populations. The other being mixed worm bin number 2. And the red wiggler bin, which is now mixed worm bin number 3. I'm going to just start calling them 1, 2, 3. And European nightcrawler bin is now mixed worm bin number 4. Anyways, 3 and 4, at some point in the last 4 or 5 months, had a mass die-off of adults. And their population is coming back. But check out those videos. Today is the 10th of September, 2024. This bin, this week, things got a little bit delayed. So I've been typically doing like 8 or 9 days. It's 10 days for this bin because this bin got fed last time and harvested on the 31st of August. This is the feeding zone. We're at about 78, 79 degrees Fahrenheit. And that's what, 25 or 26 degrees Celsius. So, first, let's check in the old stuff. Now, since we've harvested this side, this stuff we're gonna start picking out the undigested material or unbroken down material and start adding that to the new stuff and stop feeding in here. Assuming most of the worms are happy over there, we'll feed over there and let this side do what it's going to do. I saw one worm, I don't know if you saw it on top when I first started digging over here. Normally in my larger populations, like especially, well, I was just in bin number 2, and there were worms right on top, but that's mostly newer material. It's like midway now, and the worms are kind of all over. I've seen a couple of worms in the last minute. So I think they are kind of like, yeah, okay, let's move on to the new stuff. Yeah, there's one right there. This stuff is good and moist. It's not overly moist. It's not overly dry. I think it's really good. If it was going to lean any which way, it would be to the too wet side. Look how fast those blue worms move. And obviously it's wetter down below. And there are more worms the deeper I go. I think the time before I harvested, this is the side that I fed on. So I asked you last time how much I had. That's right, I had a huge feeding for these guys in a small space. And I asked you, how much do you think will be left in 7 to 10 days? And we're at 10 days. So, I hope you guys start participating in the how much food do you think will be left question. Because it's fun. I think so. Alright, so that stuff looks nice. Looks like it definitely, yes. Let's focus on just leaving that stuff. If anyone wants to go over there and break it down, they can, the worms and the microbes and stuff. But I'm not going to feed over there anymore. Okay. What did I say? Did I give a prediction as to what I thought? I think I said 3/4, 75%. I think I remember. I just published that video. I was super tired though. Yesterday, last night, I think I scheduled it for this morning. So I think, because I think I remember kind of joking that I said 75% again when that's what I said last time with bin number 2. 75%. It was a very large feeding. Should we just dive right in there first instead of getting into there and then into here? Let's do that. All right. So this was just hand-torn paper last time. Yeah, and already breaking it down, we see worms. Like I said, I'll confirm if it was either last week or the week before that we harvested. All right, because there's a lot of castings here already. And a bunch of worms hanging out. Obviously some residual food. Oh, I think we had some strawberries. Let's see, guys. This is going to be exciting. See a bunch of adult worms. Oh, look. That is a cocoon. We see a couple cocoons. All right, all right. See that spongy material? It needs a lot of worm activity. Or that spongy material. Spongy sound. Adult. Look at all these clitellums. Really liking what I'm seeing. This was okra. That's right. Those are okra seeds. We had some old okra. These black things, they're seeds. Okra seeds. Oh, I see the eggplant. It was an old wrinkly eggplant. Doesn't look so bad now, and it also is completely unfazed. Very interesting, because I've never... This is the first year I've grown eggplant. I bought eggplant from the store that I wound up going bad before I got to it. My refrigerator is terrible, guys. I got to get a new one. So I'm not familiar with eggplant and how long it lasts, or doesn't, or how it breaks down in the worm bin. Oh yeah, check this out. Okay, wait. So this is mango pit. This is going to be old because I do not recall putting a mango in there last time. So let's try to peel. I see a fruit already. Yeah, lots of worms with big clitellums. Beautiful. A little bit of worm ASMR. If you're into worms, you're into this. Focus on their colors. Focus on their movement. Focus on their shine, on the iridescence. Sorry. Okay. All right, we're back. Let's see. Oh, we had a aprium. So that, there's still quite a bit of that left. Okay, but we got a nice little, we'll put you back. Okay. Look at all these big clatellums. Get your mind out of the gutter. I hear you out there. Okay. I bet it's going to get even more fun. Yeah. Guys, tell me what you're thinking about my 75% prediction. Tell me, tell me, tell me. Okay, what do you think about these worms? What do you think about their colors and their stripes? Or should I whisper? Is that the thing to do? Whisper. Should I whisper? That's right. We had some gazpacho. I heard that worms with bulging clatellums are a sign that they are about to produce a cocoon, or soon to produce a cocoon. What do you think? Is this beautiful to you? Do you love the worms? Okay. Sorry, I'm having too much fun. No, I'm having just enough fun. So cool. I just really do appreciate their different colors. God, the iridescence is just the coolest thing. That like shine, that sort of mirrory shine. Ah, that's iridescence. They're just peeling away the layers. Seeing what the world has to behold. Oh yeah, it's real murky down here. Alright, there's not a ton of worms, but it's good and mucky. What we're actually going to do. Alright, let's stop being so careful. Can't spend all the day. Oh, look at all these worms, guys. Tell me that's not exciting. Go ahead. Go ahead, put it in the comments. Tell me it's not exciting. So, guys, I think I said 75% or more. If I didn't say or more, then I was wrong. But if you go back and look for mixed worm bin 1, might be harvest and feeding, 31 August 2024. Go see what I fed and tell me that that's not awesome. That more than 75% of that feeding is gone. I mean, here's, okay, this has been in there, the mango. We had that mushy aprium. It's so much mush that, right? And we had this avocado. Otherwise, no siree. So 90%, 85%. Yeah, these guys, they put in work and they're reproducing. So that's excellent. These guys are really, they're still my favorite. This is my first. I started with an Uncle Jim bag of worms, so by default they were mixed. And then I also bought a little bit of European night crawlers. That's how the existence of the European night crawler bin even came to be, because I had bought European night crawlers separately. So this was my first population, my first mixed population, my best population. Oh, and my partner bought a bunch of worms and decided he didn't want to raise worms after all. He bought them to feed his turtle and was like, you know what? You want to take these? And he bought a lot too. Pound or two. You want to take these and I'll just get worms from you? I was like, sure thing, bud. All right. Let's hurry up and do this feeding because I got way too caught up. Sweet, heck yeah, 85 to 95. That food is done. And I thought that was a big feeding in a very small space, and they don't care. So, here's the question though. I want to add more paper because I've got it. I'm going to do something different than what I normally do. I kind of went crazy with the adding of the paper, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the old stuff. Since we're piling up here, since we're making something of a mountain, I'm just going to take the old stuff and pile it up too. Never done this before. Not like this. We're going to take the old stuff, leave a little bit, even though that's not necessary, so that when it's time to harvest, it's going to be over here. Well, that's a little too much. So I'm basically carving out a little bit of a bigger corner for me to add new stuff. Let's go. This bin is going to be super duper full. I think they're going to like this stuff better anyways because it's shredded. I made the mistake again of putting too much shredded in water. And what will happen is I'll forget about this for a week. I probably should have added it to the European Nightcrawler bin, aka mixed worm bin number 4 that I just harvested. Yeah. Should have given them even more paper instead of these guys. I might. This is the European Nightcrawler bin, aka mixed worm bin number 4. We're topping them off because I got way too much over there for what I'm trying to do. Being a little overzealous. Oh, and I actually just topped off the... Yeah, this was the side that was just harvested. Good. Okay, back over here. Because remember, this is where we harvested. Normally I harvest half. I wound up harvesting like a third. So, this is the new stuff. A lot of it, right? So it's basic. It's darn near like what I just did was the equivalent would be like I harvested that corner and put new stuff. When really, I just pushed it all up here because, yeah, I'm breaking the rules. I got a lot again, guys. And I said I wasn't going to do a massive feeding again, but I think I lied. I think I don't know what a... Did I ask you that? Yeah, the last... I just posted it. I said, is that a huge feeding to you? Let me know what's a huge feeding. Because some people... I've had people tell me, no offense to them, there's nothing wrong with what they said, but you still have a lot of food left. And I'm like, what are you talking about? And again, no offense at all for them saying that, but I'm just, oh, that's right, I'm kind of going over here. I'm just kind of like, whoa, that's what, I guess that's why I consider myself a chronic overfeeder. Because I don't know what not overfeeding is. Ooh. Alrighty. We have frozen but thawing tomatoes. All right, this is essentially 1, 2, 3, 4 cored tomatoes, 5, a pickling cucumber, an avocado that I'm going to poke into to help it, some blueberries, some cucamelon, yuck, beans, a cayenne pepper, pickles, did I say that? Squash, and blueberries. The blueberries, squash, and cucumbers were previously frozen. Now, I don't think this is a large feeding. Huge feeding? No. Not for this bin. But a large feeding, yeah. All right. Let's cover that up. Did I even show you guys? I suck at recording. I'm sorry. It's so much better to look at it than to... Hats off to all the cameramen out there, because looking at something through your lens versus in real time is difficult. You know, I wind up like holding the screen down while I'm trying to look over the camera. I'd be better off holding the phone over and looking under, as in this side instead of this side. Okay, anyways. All right. So, we did something weird this week with this bin. But I expect that the worms are going to be thrilled, in part because that stuff is shredded paper. And the shredded paper has a greater surface area in that it's easier for them to break this down. Whereas, wait, no, this is a greater surface area? No. More exposed surface area, as in this piece of paper, you can get to it all over. Whereas this, you know, these are all piled together and it's more one complete thing, so it takes longer to break down. So, it's easier for them, for everyone in here to navigate the shredded paper. So, like I said, we did something weird to make this bin even deeper. We just pushed all the old stuff into this corner. Well, it's actually kind of like here, so it's a little bit buried. Put the feeding over there. So now we have 3/4 of the bin new material. All right, they were champs at eating the last feeding. What do you think about this one? Remember, we're dealing with frozen but thawing tomatoes. So I do expect there's going to be lots of moisture. It's probably going to be too wet. I'm probably going to want to add dry material. I think that eggplant is still going to be evident. I think that'll be the only thing left of the previous feeding. This feeding, remember, cucumber, rotting cucumber, avocado. I think that avocado will still be evident. I think the cucumber will be mostly gone. The tomatoes mostly gone except for their skins. The blueberries gone. The pepper will still be evident, at least its skin. And the beans might still be a little... So I'm going to say 70%? 70% of that will be gone. What do you think? And what do you think about what I did? How I just pushed these castings over. Now this thing is more than half full. I love to do that. Yes, let me know what you think. This was awesome for me. Was this awesome for you? I just really enjoyed this check-in. Such a nerd about this. And here I was like, I'm going to make these a little fast. This week's videos are going to be faster. Maybe next week will be faster. We'll see. Would you like them to be shorter videos? Anywho, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest very much. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments. Do not be afraid to comment more than once. You can comment as many times as you want. You can comment when a thought occurs to you because you don't want to forget it. I never do that, and I should. I'm always like, let me wait until the very end of a video to comment, and then I'll like forget about half the things I want to say. But, okay, I'm overly excited. I appreciate your time. I appreciate your interest. And I appreciate your thoughts if you're willing to share them. Don't be afraid of, just be respectful. Thank you very much. Be safe. Be well. Bye for now. Thanks for visiting the theElpyDimension. I am your guide, Elpy. This was mixed worm bin number 1. 10 days. This was 10 days after feeding and I believe harvesting. Thank you.